Mexico, founded in 1997. He is a 20-year veteran in the aviation services business. He also holds the always useful law degree and has an encyclopedic knowledge of Mexico and its history. Though Manny and his team cover much of Mexico, they'll cover highlights today, hot topics, and top airports. Please note, everybody, that we should have plenty of time at the end of the session for a Q&A, so make sure you're putting in your questions into the app as we go along here. So, welcome, Manny.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, IOC committee, for having me for the fourth time. It's really a privilege to be back after, almost 3 years. Okay, there has been some changes with the current administration. There is no longer a DGAC. They split from the Ministry of Communications and Transport, so it's so-called now the Civil Aviation Federal Agency, trying to duplicate what you have here in the States as the FAA. There is a commercial airport under construction that is going to be ready, supposedly, by the end of this month. If you see Toluca, it will be more than heading toward the northeast. That's the AIFA, Aeropuerto Internacional Felipe Ángeles, or Felipe Ángeles International Airport. It's not being approved yet by the FAA. The only international carrier that will be operating out of AIFA is Viasa, the Venezuelan carrier, that is actually moving the only flight that they have in Toluca a week. Every week they're moving to AIFA. There is some changes in the configuration of the Mexican airspace. The government, of course, as you know, Mexico has been degraded to stage 2 by the FAA, and that is hurting especially the Mexican airlines. So one of the things that the Mexican Civil Aviation, and together with the Air Navigation Agency, that is also changing to be independent and giving them more autonomy, that will help a lot navigate throughout Mexico and the airspace and all the technology that is going on. Something that you have brought over for the past 2 years, talking about foreign commercial, foreign non-scheduled or charter flights, commercial non-scheduled flights flying to Mexico, the so-called indefinite blanket permits. If you are 135 and you are a frequent flyer under 135 rules according to the FAA, or the so-called commercial non-scheduled in Mexico, you need to follow these norms. NOMS stands for Norma Oficial Mexicana. That's the official Mexican rule. We have included in our presentation the links so you can check out the information. Of course, in order to get the AOC convalidated by the Mexican Civil Aviation, you need to, of course, prove the ELD, FDR, CDR, transponder, DCAS, ACAS, ADSB, and so on and so forth. So, blanket permits is still a pain in the neck, so be patient. Just really quick, raise your hand. The ones that operate under 135. 135? No, 135? Okay, just one? Okay, well, that's an issue to consider, the norms. Multiple entry authorizations, when we had the opportunity to review about it back in San Francisco 2019, remains the same, nothing has changed. It's taking more time because of the short of staff at the Mexican Civil Aviation. They're working from home, as you can imagine. And there could be, if you're flying Far Part 91 and you are securing your multiple entry at a certain location, for instance, in Oaxaca, in the southeast, well, your handler can accommodate and they can apply for the multiple entry right there. You're going to need to show, of course, all the original documentation. But at certain locations, for the multiple entry, if you're swapping crew members, maybe there could be a hassle, and that's why you need to be very proactive. And I will encourage you to rather go to your handler and request the multiple entry once you are reaching the end of the year. So it will be simpler because of the swap of the flight crews. Cabotage, it's a ruling that hasn't been changed. We don't see any issues that will explain to the port's authority about. Basically, it's still the same as the last administration. For instance, if you're flying passengers, then there will be another operator picking up the same passengers, a different operator. At a certain airports, like in Cancun or maybe in Puerto Vallarta, they might be considered cabotage. That is not cabotage. Just explain to your service provider that you might be flying ferry to pick up passengers that they were not flown in the first day. But it's basically remains the same. And we also add a link to the presentation so you can check it out. And I'm sure at your offices there will be a Spanish person that can translate it for you, or if you want me to translate it into English, just contact me. Even though the pandemic has been stressing us out, there are good things that have been happening in Toluca. Now you can clear immigration and customs at certain FBOs in Toluca. That will be in order of appearance. That's across Aerolíneas Ejecutivas. Azertec, that's the FBO that we use, and Universal. The only crackdown that I find is the short of staff with immigration. What is that? Once you land, you go direct to the FBO that they have the CIQ in place, hand the passport from your crew and passengers to your handler. They will drive to spot number 1 Alpha, get processed with their machines, and then your handler or your FBO, they will bring back your passports. Really easy. Remember, if you're using ECIQ, that doesn't mean that your passenger, you need to open the luggage. That's for sure. We had a passenger that he was so annoyed and so upset that he denied to open his luggage, so he went back to his plane and he left. Simple as that. I don't know, things happen. And we try to explain this gentleman about the situation that you need to open the luggage. Check it out, just place the stop light. If it's green, you're clear. If it's red, they will screen it in a gentle way. They will not damage your green button. All is going to be okay. That's it. León, Querétaro. If you're planning to go to León, León is a huge automotive hub, as well Querétaro for the aerospace. So if you're going to León, if you can plan ahead and try to arrive either before 12, before noon, arrive at the park before noon, or after 1500. Why is that? Because you might be encountering some delays in processing your inbound or outbound because of the commercial flights happening in León, Querétaro. And that's something that you can encounter also in San Luis Potosí. So I rather, trying to accommodate my trip to arrive before 12 or arrive before 1500, either inbound or outbound. In Querétaro, there are an FBO called Business Air. They have a CIQ, and they've been doing the CIQ, so you can clear customs and immigration inside really quick. That's Querétaro. And Querétaro is a fantastic place because it's just 1 hour from San Miguel de Allende. It's a fantastic colonial town that if you have the opportunity to go there, it's really worth to check it out. And there is another FPO in Querétaro called Red Wings, and they are in the process of obtaining their CIQ in order to clear immigration and customs. There are no crackdowns in Querétaro, so there is no need to take the passports and then bring them back. It's really easy, and you will be very pleased. San Jose del Cabo, you know, Mexico never closed, never shut down their space, so it's been a hotspot for years. There is going on some changes in their business plan in regards to third-party handlers. Most of the operators right now, they're using, could be Los Cabos or Cabo San Lucas. Most of the operators are heading to the east of San Jose, where Costa Palmas and the Four Seasons are located. It's like a trend hotspot for the passengers, for leisure. They are considering, the airport group is considering to expand their platform because it's very tight. They are considering also to build some hangars in Los Cabos. And you can see right there is two pictures of the CIQ available in Azertec FBO. So it's very convenient. Let me tell you, back in F1 last October, the operators really enjoy the accommodation. Cabo San Lucas, it's an airport, private owned, built in 1959. They are expanding the runway 500 feet more. This picture was taken by me last week. I went there, and that picture was taken from the commercial terminal. The owners, the Romo family, they are pursuing commercial operators to start using Cabo San Lucas. It's private owned, it's very